All right, let's jump right into this explainer because today we are breaking down what is undoubtedly one of the most unbelievable emotional comebacks we've ever witnessed. We're talking, of course, about that staggering 3-2 thriller between Argentina and Egypt. Look, if you thought you knew what pressure looked like on the world stage, this match completely rewrote the script. We are going to unpack the sheer anatomy of this miracle comeback, piece by piece, and really dig into the emotional impact and the raw leadership it takes to pull a team back from the absolute brink. Think about this for a second. We're talking about Lionel Messi, a guy who has quite literally won everything there is to win in this sport. And yet, right in the middle of all this chaos, he was reduced to tears on the pitch. Why? Out of pure, terrifying fear that he had failed his country. It wasn't about his personal legacy at all, you know? It was this heavy, crushing realization that he might be letting his boys down. That vulnerability, that raw emotion, is absolutely the lens through which we have to view everything that happened next. Let's replay exactly how this disaster unfolded. In the first half, Egypt comes out so disciplined, and they scored this absolutely unstoppable header past Emi Martinez. Honestly, you can't even blame the keeper for that one. The cross and the power were just flawless. Fast forward to the second half, and a lifeline suddenly appears for Argentina, a penalty. But in a total shocker, Messi's shot is weak, and it's swallowed up by an Egyptian goalkeeper who was just reading the game perfectly all night. And right when you think things literally couldn't get worse, boom. A lightning-fast counterattack from Egypt puts Argentina down 2-0 with barely 20 minutes left on the clock. It was looking like a total collapse. But you really have to stop and ask yourself, why does a player who has absolutely nothing left to prove still break down in tears under that kind of pressure? The guy's 39 years old. He's already won the Copa America, he's won the World Cup, his legacy is permanently sealed in stone. But you see, that immense weight of the shirt, it never goes away. He still felt that suffocating responsibility to carry the team, honestly fearing that a 2-0 defeat might be his final game ever on this stage. That insane pressure wasn't coming from the media or the critics, it was entirely from his own impossible standards. But instead of just packing it in, he completely flipped a switch into God mode with a brilliant tactical adjustment. Step 1, he drifts out to his trusty right wing, totally abandoning the congested center where Egypt's deep low block was just suffocating him. Step 2, despite heavy fatigue, his lungs must have been absolutely burning at this point, he demands the ball. And step 3, he launches this phenomenal pinpoint cross right into the box for Cristiano Romero, who just rises up and buries the header to make it 2-1. And just like that, you could feel the heartbeat of the team come back. Now look, as an impartial explainer, we definitely have to talk about the absolute chaos and the rigged claims flying around online after this match, because both sides had some highly controversial moments. On one side, you had fans screaming about a clear shirt pull and a foot stomp on Lisandro Martinez right before Egypt's second goal that just went totally uncalled. On the flip side, you had furious debates over Mo Salah going down in the box, claiming a penalty for what replays showed as just minimal incidental leg tangling with Julian Alvarez. But what's actually fascinating here isn't the refereeing itself, it's the insane leadership it took for Messi and the squad to completely block out all that frustrating noise and stay zeroed in on the comeback. And you know what makes this willpower even more wild? 39. Most 39-year-olds are icing their knees just getting out of bed, right? But here's Messi, after missing a penalty, misplacing passes, and looking totally physically drained earlier in the half, somehow digging into these deep reserves of pure mental grit that most athletes just do not possess. He wasn't relying on 25-year-old legs anymore. He was relying on raw, unrelenting willpower and an absolute refusal to let the story end there. So, picture this. You have absolutely nothing left in the tank, yet somehow you find the spatial awareness for this next moment. The equalizer. A ball is crossed in, Lautaro Martinez goes for a crazy bicycle kick, but it rebounds off the turf, and who is standing right there, reading the play perfectly? Messi. Without even taking a single touch to settle it, he smashes this unbelievable no-touch volley. It grazes the keeper's hands, violently smacks the post, and ricochets right into the net. 2-2. The sheer technique required to hit a bouncing ball first time with that much power and precision with the entire tournament on the line, it's just mind-blowing. And that ridiculous strike brings us to another crazy number, 9. That volley marked Messi's 9th consecutive game with a goal. 9! It is a stunning statistical testament to the fact that his technical greatness is forever anchored by his emotional resilience. Even when he was having one of the most frustrating, difficult games of his life, he still found a way to extend that unbelievable scoring streak exactly when his team needed him the most. So with the momentum totally flipped, the rest of the squad stepped up massive to complete this ultimate 3-2 comeback. At 2-2, Beretti's totally locked down the midfield with a game-saving tackle that stopped an Egyptian counterattack dead in its tracks. Then, capitalizing on this brilliant, swaggering cross from Lautaro Martinez, Enzo Fernandez soars into the air and buries the winning header. Miracle complete. Argentina survives an absolute scare, and it sets up a brutal clash next with a very dangerous Switzerland side, who, by the way, are coming off a highly tactical shootout win against Colombia. To wrap up today's explainer, I really want you to chew on this final thought. True greatness isn't just about the trophies sitting in your cabinet. It's about carrying the weight of an entire nation on your back, even when your own legacy is completely secure. The emotion, the tears, the tactical genius, and the sheer willpower we saw in this match proved exactly that. So I'll leave you with this question. When the chips are entirely down, you are dead exhausted, and the whole world is watching. What does true leadership and emotional resilience look like to you? Think about that for a bit. We'll catch you next time.